Hello and welcome to another game for StarLadder Season 4. It is virtus.pro versus Absolute Legends, and we are gonna see if virtus.pro is gonna make it into the StarLadder offline finals, which they basically already have. Though if they lose this and other people win theirs, there might still be a small chance that they're not gonna be able to make it, but I think they're gonna be through regardless. But if they win this one, they're gonna be through like 100%. I'm gonna just show you this real quick, because as you noticed, we're already halfway in the draft, but this is the standings right now. Most sports just lost their game against 3D Max and therefore not being able to make it again, unless there's going to be different playoffs than last year, by the way, because they still can make it to the 30-point mark. So then it will decide on Empire and Fnatic if they win their matches tomorrow. No Tyrant can also still make it to 30 points, and also that depends on if Empire and Fnatic win their matches tomorrow. virtus.pro, however, is already at 33 points, can get to 36. 36 points is guaranteed to go through. So we will see if the teams are gonna be able to do that, and of course, if we are going to be seeing virtus.pro in the offline finals. And we're going to see it today, as we are waiting to see which heroes they're going to use. Well, I'm not going to see a Magnus or a Undying or a Bounty Hunter or a Bat Rider. It will be a Darkseer picked up on virtus.pro together with a Luna and a Shadow Demon. On Absolute Legends, they managed to pick up a Jakiro and a Queen of Pain, having the mid lane, having a solid support. And we will be seeing what hero they're going to pick up next, as we are joining the last banning phase soon. Let's see which heroes we still have in that they could pick up. I mean, they already know that they're going to be up against a Luna, who's going to be on the short lane, probably supported by a Shadow Demon. They already know they're going to be up against a Darkseer, so maybe a Templar Assassin is not going to be the right choice there. Darkseer is probably going to go on the offlane if the Templar Assassin still gets banned, which might be. So the Absolute Legends go for a fairly safe pick. They pick up the Tidehunter. He can be played as a support on the trial lane. It can be played as a support, as a offlaner. He can even be played in the mid lane solo. It can all be possible. As well, they're kind of leaving it open for virtus.pro to guess what they're going to be doing with it. As well, as you noticed, by the way, I did restart my stream. I'm hoping everything will work fine. I actually switched servers from Twitch. There's a server in Amsterdam that I normally use, but I now switched towards the one in Frankfurt. So hopefully this one is going to give me a bit of a better quality. And of course, no more lag for you people, because that's of course what we don't want to be having. We are here for you. We want you to see this match. We want you to experience this match. And we see the Gyrocopter actually being banned out. No trial lane for Absolute Legends with that hero. We know that virtus.pro or any team thinks, of course, Gyrocopter is very annoying to face, regardless on who you'll be playing with. But yeah, nice one indeed, ban out, as of course Queen of Pain is going to be mid, Jakiro, Tidehunter. I mean, there's so many options still for Absolute Legends. We're going to see it. We're going to see what they're going to be banning out. Maybe still the Templar Assassin, even though, well, if they already, yeah, Templar Assassin is going to be the one that gets banned out, because they already know they're going to be playing the Queen of Pain. And that's going to be their support, what am I saying? That's going to be their mid lane. So they can just ban out the heroes that their Queen of Pain does not want to be facing mid. It's very simple. And they therefore also ban out the Invoker, a hero that they don't want to be up against. It's the Enigma that gets banned out on the side of virtus.pro. So they are probably expecting Tidehunter to go on the off lane with Jakiro to go on a dual lane. And that's of course always some interesting piece of information we have there. As well, as far as virtus.pro go, I mean, they still have the chance to pick up jungle heroes for themselves as well, and they have first pick in this game. So they are the ones to, if they wanted to have an Enigma, they could have gotten it if Absolute Legends didn't ban out, but they don't want to be having it. Let's see if they want to be having a Chen or something like that. Like I said, they still have a chance to do so. If they're gonna go for dual lane with a Luna and the Shadow Demon being a fairly defensive hero, of course can be very aggressive as well. I'm kind of hoping that we're gonna see a trial lane coming off from virtus.pro, but only time will tell, as we're waiting for virtus.pro to ban out their next hero. They're ticking into their bonus time for this one, and well, they're banning out the Sven. Don't want to be facing that one. Don't want to be having that one combined up with the Jakiro. Of course, a very dangerous combination. And another mid lane that Absolute Legends does not want to face. It is the Night Stalker, the one that can give Queen of Pain a bad time with using the silence, of course, and the harassment that he can do with the voice and stuff. We have got Leshrac picked up by virtus.pro, so that's going to be a nice combination for the trial lane. Shadow Demon, Disruption, follow-up stun from Leshrac, guaranteed to hit if you time it properly, that is. And a Lucent Beam over the top, and if that's a target that is soul caught, that had its soul caught, that will be a lot of damage going through. And of course Leshrac, most people nowadays play him with that point in the Lightning Storm, so giving a bit extra burst damage to then Leshrac, and that will also be extra damage to go through. And might as well guarantee a first blood if they want to go that way. As we're seeing the next pickup for Absolute Legends. Is it going to be giving anything more away about what they're going to be doing with their lanes, about what they're going to be doing with their Tidehunter more importantly? Or are they just going to pick up their carry? And no, it is going to be the Nyx Assassin. So this gives away what they're going to be doing. Or at least most likely the Nyx Assassin is going to be played as a support together with the Jakiro, and then having the Tidehunter as an offlane steal. And Nature's Prophet will be picked up by virtus.pro. And in theory, Leshrac could go solo with Nature's Prophet going jungle and the Darkseer offlane, Leshrac mid. The potential is there. I'm kind of interested to see how this is going to go, because there's so much potential in these two teams. So much different lanes that they could be running right now. And Nature's Prophet, of course, we've seen him in offlanes as well, so the possibility for him is still there as well. Oh, maybe, they weren't able to see it because they were playing themselves, but they might be able to do the same thing that we saw Pride doing today, with just going for the courier very early, with already placing a ward in the base of the Radiant side early on. That's funny if they would do that. It was entertaining anyway, especially since there was a hero up on the high ground that couldn't get down for the entire duration that the courier was down. Poor Alex, I know. Even though Mousesports still ended up winning that game, if you were here for that. But yeah, we'll focus on this game. Absolute Legends, the last pickup. It is gonna be a hero that is gonna be farming. It's gonna be a carry up on the side with the Jakiro and the Nyx Assassin. What is it gonna be? Is it gonna be a Chaos Knight that's still in the pool, or are they gonna be going for a bit more of a hard carry with an Anti-Mage, or with the Faceless Void even, if they want to have that? Or are they gonna be for Ricky? We're gonna go for Ricky. I'm already looking forward to the tag team with the Nyx Assassin and the Ricky. Ricky Invisible, Nyx Assassin Vendetta, and that's gonna be a kill who they're gonna find. And if you look at the Radiant side, Dire side rather, there's a lot of heroes that are fairly squishy that can be giving that first kill or kills to virtus.pro when they have that Ricky at level 6. At which time there's hopefully already been a first kill, of course, for our sanity. But let's see who's playing what. We have Come With Me. He's going to be playing the Tidehunter, and he is going to be going to the top lane. He's got some wards, he's got a stout shield, is looking happy with some regen as well. We have the stand-in Zizu. He will be playing the Jakiro. We will be having Sony playing the Ricky. Of course, no real surprise there. It will be Freezer, of course, on the Queen of Pain. And that will mean that we'll see Mania playing the Nyx Assassin. And the one, of course, that we're missing in this encounter is Sexy Bamboo, who is not here. So Zizu will be taking his place, even though he's playing a different role, and it is Mania, or sorry, Come With Me, that's taken the place of Bamboo, or taken the off lane. So that's a different role that we normally see him in. And we already have a smoke up for the virtus.pro, and they're gonna find Mania. Disruption is there. The Shrac's on to follow up on. There's no way he's gonna get out of that one. And it's CRZ that picks up the kill. virtus.pro having a good start there. They'll be having Santa on the Darkseer, who will be sticking around in the bottom lane. KSI has actually picked up Nature's Call first, so maybe going to the jungle with himself, with his with his no items picked up whatsoever. Interesting to note. Maybe on the courier? No, it's just a bottle on the courier. Oh, nice. Go for early courier. Leshrac, so CRZ in the middle still. So Leshrac will be played as a mid lane hero for virtus.pro in this game. Will be played by CRZ. We'll already have a bottle from that first blood going his way. We have got Ines playing the Shadow Demon on the top lane. He'll be having a dual lane together with Airman, who's going to be on his Luna. So that should be a fairly decent lane for them. Tidehunter will not be able to die that fast from the harassment that they can throw out, but at least they'll be able to force him back. And, well, they will definitely not be the ones that will go down unless there's going to be help for Come With Me. Freezer will be having a tough time against CRZ in this mid lane with, well, if CRZ would actually hit a stun. But, he'll be already up against someone who already has a bottle, which is of course very annoying. Having said that, of course Freezer has got better room control than CRZ, or in theory he has that, because of course Queen of Pain being able to blink and everything like that. Santa has managed to pick up an invisibility rune, now runs out, was able to pick up a couple of experience points on the back of Sony here. Sony is by himself though on the bottom lane. He has of course got 2 supports around him, but that is not going to be it. And they're looking for a ward maybe still. This is interesting. I think, oh nice, Sony! Sony, am I saying that right? Santa, I mean, also an S. He was invisible, so he blocked the creep pool. And they placed a sentry ward because they thought there was a ward. Oh, surge away. Impale still there though, and now the surge on cooldown, gonna be trouble, but no dice path is gonna be too late. But yeah, they placed the ward, and they were looking for where the ward is coming. Where the ward from the Dire was, so they cleared out some trees there. And they wasted some gold. The ward is up the high ground on for the Dire side to cover that ruin spot. Of course, Tony already taken some harassment here from Santa, and of course also from the creeps. But he is not going to be having that much of a tough time, as he is of course going to be able to farm freely with the Shadow Strike launching, stun again, not hitting. But would have been there in case Freezer was going to be going a bit more aggressive. Only one bottle charge left on the Shrek. 2-minute rune is going to spawn shortly. There's Freon standing there just in case Freezer is going to try to pick it up. CRG is just going to be going that way already, and he is indeed going to be getting that haste rune unless Freezer blinks in, which he does, and he gets the rune. That is the reason why Queen of Pains normally have got most rune control. And that is going to be that. We do have some support incoming also for the Queen of Pain, with Zizu and Mania coming there, with the Leshrac being locked now in the tight 2 places, and he is going to be in a tough position. Here comes the first stun. Ice Bat to follow up on CRZ. I think you're dead, buddy, and you are indeed. Zizu picking up the kill, and that's going to be, well, in the mid lane, Freezer getting ahead slightly again. Of course, the Leshrac was, oh, wait a second, come with me. Disruption is going to help out. Soul Catcher there as well. That's a weird looking refraction. Come with me, not going to be able to walk out from this one, being blocked in by his own illusions. And Luna, they want to pick up the kill, so Airman having a happy time, so at least they get something in return for that. But Freezer getting back on this mid lane. Of course, he started off being a bit at a disadvantage from that Leshrac, having his bottle already from getting the first blood. But right now, he should be doing okay again. 13 last hits up on him, while CRZ has got 11, so slightly ahead there. As we have Mania and Zizu going for maybe Santa again. He has a Surge up, of course. The Impale still hits, and the Surge is going to be doing nothing. Oh, wow, how did he juke that Ice Path? TP out, should be in time. And he TPs entirely to the base to get back on full HP and mana again. I don't know how he dodged that Ice Path. It looked like it would have hit, but nope. Not hitting. And no kill for Zizu this time. If it would have hit, that would have been a kill. Freezer having to go back to fill his bottle up. Or at least having his bottle up filled by the courier. Of course, the lightning to go through from the Shrek is going to be pretty painful, as we have Come With Me being scouted out by Annette. Is there going to be something more? Of course, if Come With Me is going to be putting himself at a bad position again to get a disruption, he is going to be trying to go again, but Annette in the meantime just throwing out some harassment, and that's going to be it for the moment. As I'm just looking constant. I see people on, saying on the side that there is lag, but I'm looking at the side a couple of times, of course, since we had some issues in the previous game. It seems to be okay from my point of view. So send a report to Twitch, please, to call about your issues, because that's not going to be on my side for now. Of course, I'm not afraid to say it if it's on my side, and if you watch my stream regularly, you will know that I am not one of those people that says it's on someone else's side when it is actually on my side. We have Ricky, he's got a Poorman shield, he's got enough gold for boots now also, he's doing okay. On last hits though, he's being passed by Airman, who's on his Luna free farming here on the top lane also, who's actually picked up a Helm of Iron Will first, so going for a Helm of the Dominator as the first item, as we have Come With Me, level 3. Here comes the TP in as well, from the Native Prophet. There will be a Sprout if they want it, there is not going to be any Sprout needed actually at all, with Luna's losing, picking up the kill. That's the second time Come With Me goes down. And the one thing that I still haven't said yet, but I still have to say, like two things actually. One, virtus.pro KSI is in the jungles on his Nature's Prophet, getting golden experience that the opponent team is not getting. On the opposing team, there's no jungle hero, so that's going to be a difference there. The other thing that I wanted to say still is because it's just that Impale Santa now still has a Surge, but it's silenced up for now. Now he can do it again. Can he get it in time though? Yes, he can. 27 HP left. And he pops himself and he goes back again. No kill again in the bottom lane. And going away of Absolute Legends, unfortunately for them. So what I wanted to say is this Tidehunter is, I mean, it's a great hero to have. But the thing about a Tidehunter is you pick it up because you want to go for a Ravage. Ravage is basically, I know a lot of you people will now be punning me or something, however you say that. But anyway, he is not level 6 yet, and he's actually leveling very slowly, and he's already died twice. So it's going to be a long time before Absolute Legends can actually use that Ravage, and that will mean that they are going to be having a longer time before they can actually also try to get ahead on the other lanes. Because regardless of it, they're going to get nice last hits on this bottom lane. They're not actually winning it, because winning it would be killing off Santa. But Santa, he's getting experience, he's even getting some last hits, he's not doing that bad. Well, on the top lane, of course, his counter is basically the Tidehunter. He is not getting last hits, well, he's got 2. Big woohoo. As we have Nature's Prophet actually going down to the Queen of Pain there. We actually gotta follow this though. Santa gonna be having some harassment. Surge is on cooldown. Here comes the Mania as well. Has got an Impale ready to land it. TP out. Is it gonna be in time or not? Nope, not. And it is Ricky that picks up the last hit. But yeah, Queen of Pain managed to pick off the Nature's Prophet who was trying to go for the rune, but Queen of Pain being there first and being victorious there, as we have CRZ picking up some right clicks there as well. And able to get, whoa, actually, this is going to be a man fight perhaps. Sun's not going to hit. Nice anticipation though, thinking he was going to blink, indeed doing so, but not getting the stun up anyway. I guess that wasn't nice anticipation at all in that case. Oh well. Oh well. We're gonna have, like I said, Titan, he's now level 5, so he's getting some levels. Almost level 6, I guess, 1 full level to go, however. At the same lane, though, it's Airman, who is level 6 as well. Has got his Eclipse ready. He might be trying to look for a kill with that as well. Just because he can. Of course, Shadow Demon hanging around there as well. Almost level 5. All the same. As we have Nyx Assassin level 4. Jakiro level 3. So this is support not being all too well provided with experience, although they smoke up. We still have level 5 on the Shadow Demon, and the Nature's Prophet is going to be level 5 as well. So the experience difference is in favor of virtus.pro. Not as much as you might expect it to be, but that is well, that is also because of the kills that have been done. The later kills give more experience, and the later kills were done by Absolute Legends. As we have got the smoke off, but they want to go for another kill. They want to go for CRZ. They are gonna go from the high ground, as in the meantime that was indeed the Luna picking up another kill. It was the top lane just picking up. Come with me again, come with me. Still at level 6. We're still gonna see here, because this should be still turning into a kill, but they're waiting for CRZ to be a bit more ballsy, and now he does so. He's actually gonna be locked out of position. There he goes, Impale going off, Sonic Wave going through, and that should get the kill very securely. Freezer picking it up, and that is a clear advantage in the middle lane now, even though CRZ is not doing that bad, but it's not as good anymore as he started out to be with, as we have got a tier 1 tower being picked off, and that is gonna be a gold advantage for virtus.pro, as they already were of course ahead with first blood money, and with of course the experience, the golden lanes go in their favor. And on top of that, oh wait a second, Santa putting up a dark spear wall, and is actually gonna try to search himself away, should be able to do so. Shrek coming in here, might actually try to do something, want to go for Mania. Lightning might be able to be enough. No, Ice Bat, not gonna get hit by that. He has got a Lightning now going through, but it's only hitting on Zizou, and he doesn't want to try to land a stun because he wouldn't be able to get it anymore. And on the side also, here comes Sony, so he is gonna be back away in time, should be getting away in time, even though Sony's still coming in. Level 8 versus level 8. Does he want to show himself just yet? Ice Bat's gonna win. There's a Blink Strike. There's also the Silence, and that should be turning into a kill. No more stun coming up from CRZ, and that is gonna be the 3rd time that he went down. As we have Santa, at least he was able to get away from that encounter, but yeah, his teammate kinda wasn't. Sony getting his second kill of the game. And we're gonna see Come With Me. Still level, well actually just turned level 6, there we go. 17 experience over level 6. We're gonna see him trying to go up with some Ravages to him, but at the same time, Airman, he still has his Eclipse. And we're gonna see if virtus.pro wants to try and go and get another kill upon the Come With Me. Of course already died 3 times. There goes the Losing Beam. Just harassment for now. Creeps around there is not nice for that Eclipse. Doesn't need that, as we have Santa on the bottom lane, picked himself up a Soul Ring. And able to, well, had some nice pressure on the lane actually with his Iron Shell. Sony now, surge away. Santa being very careful here, even though there's no wards up, just making sure that he's not going to be out of position with that Ricky being there. Of course, a lot of people missing from the map now. Some show themselves again in the middle lane. Freezer being back on top of this as well. As we have again got Luna throwing some harassment up on Come With Me. He still has regens though, so he's still okay for now. And Luna actually having her creep there to try and continuously pull the Ancients and stack the Ancients up so that she can take them down at a later date. It's not going to be an easy time for Absolute Legends to try and steal that one. There's going to be too many Ancients by the time that they have got the power to take it down. As we have got a Sentry Ward up. The Shrek Stun doesn't hit again. Lightning going through and Peel still hits on Santa. Can they turn us around? Spike Carapace. Ice Bat Santa. Mana Leak as well. Here comes the Blink Strike. Zubat going through. The Shrek still able to pick up the Nyx Assassin, and also Ricky going down to the Iron Shell. And there goes also Zizou, so that's 3 kills going the way of virtus.pro, with again Santa able to stay alive. He keeps getting these escapes. He's only died once so far. Impressive play. Also, for the people that are wondering, there is a different cast up for this game as well. You can check it out, they're all over. There's actually, I think, 5 different casts for this very game. So you don't have to be here if you don't want to. As Nature's Prophet TP's in, Trying to push the tier 1 tower, going to be trying to get some more gold advantage as we have Absolute Legends. They're actually still in the mid lane with Mania being there as well as Freezer. And only now Zizou is going to make himself back towards the bottom lane, but he's going to be too late to try and save this tower. There's no fortification. And there's not going to be anything that Absolute Legends can do against this to stop this from happening. And that's going to be second tower going down. They are trying to take down their own tower in return. There is still, however, a fortification up on virtus.pro. And they could try to take it back just by TPing in here. But Absolute Legends, they know if they overcommit here, they might be in a lot of trouble. Now they can, though. Now they have the Ravage. And they will not have virtus.pro coming to get it. virtus.pro is actually going to go for Sony. There is a central ward being placed down. They see him now as well. Now they attack him. Dust being popped as well. Iron Shell as well. Can they get him? It will be CRZ. They have to land a stun. Gets it as well. Lightning going through it. Sony will die. Here comes the Ravage from Come With Me, though. It's too late to save the Ricky because Nature's Prophet Ultimate got him off already. Now Queen of Pain. Sonic waving through. Getting CRZ. Getting KSI. Santa again able to TP out. 1 for 2. Not sure if that was worth it. It was definitely worth it for Absolute Legends to throw a Ravage up on there. They almost saved the Ricky, but it wasn't meant to be, and he still goes down. But they get the Leshrac, they get the Nature's Prophet. So I would say Absolute Legends still able to get something in return for that one. And they also got, of course, the tier 1 tower. So that's going to be them taking some gold back, getting some more gold up on their supports because that's very needed. And talking about gold, sorry for not having the net worth up before. There it is. And now you can see that it is still in fact in favor of virtus.pro's Luna as the Soul Catcher is on there. Zizou trying to get himself away. The Monocurse there as well. Those not going to have a chance of getting away. And Airman picking up the kill. Airman building to a BKB. In the meantime, they want to try to take down Roshan without a Leshrac. Without a Jakiro or a Ravage from the Tidehunter. They will be able to do that just fine. And Mania might try to steal an Aegis, but of course, I think that virtus.pro will be quite careful with that one, as Mania is actually going to go down here already. Blink away from Queen of Pain, and that's still alive for now. Soul Catcher still on there. Leshrac on also. Freezer dropping as well. 2 heroes going down for the prize of nothing, for the prize of giving away a Roshan. And Ness is still going to be alive, and there's actually having some bad manner dots in the chat. Like, thou can't pick off me. I have 4 heroes around me to support me. And that's going to be virtus.pro getting further ahead in this game. Experience-wise as well as gold, though it's not that far just yet. I mean, there's 13 minutes inside the game. It is definitely not over for Absolute Legends yet, especially not since they have got that Ravage. And of course their Ricky is farming decently, as well as their Queen of Pain. However, Luna is still 2k gold ahead of that. So still having them being in favor of their team, and there's actually more, well, I actually think that it's still 4 there for virtus.pro in the top 6. The support's not going to be able to do that. Oh, Dust, they find Sony. Can they get him? Sprout locks himself together, though. There's a Blink Strike up to a Nest, who is silenced instantly, but the Soul Catcher is already on there. Here comes Mania, wants to go for a Nest. Impale as well as Vendetta, and Mania will work, at least Ricky, actually. Sony picks up the kill, but Ricky will still go down there, and now Nature's Prophet is going to be the target. Come with me, coming in here already. KSI needs some help from his teammate. Is it going to be in time? Here comes the Shrek. And here also comes Airman. There goes the Impale again. Lightning going through. Doesn't hit on Mania, however, but the right clicks do, as well as the Lucent Beam. And now Come With Me. Iceped's going to try to help out. Is there going to be more? There's no Eclipse. Ravage being used on both of them. Gush going through. Now Luna, Airman taking a lot of damage. Lucent Beam can still go through. Leshrac stun. Doesn't hit on Come With Me, but hey, there comes KSI. And he is able to pick off the Tidehunter, and Airman stays alive. 4 heroes going down for Absolute Legends. With only NS going down on the side of virtus.pro, only the Shadow Demon, so that is going to be a massive fight indeed, won again by virtus.pro, and the virtus.pro was able to take the Ravage without taking any extra casualties there, so having a great fight once more, as we have KSI fighting himself. Freezer, he has a Sonic Wave as well, has to be careful. Looks like Freezer wants to go for this, taking some harassment. Here comes NS though. Sonic Wave misses! That is not good. Soul Catcher on there. Freezer gonna still try to go for it, blinks away, and he will be able to get it, but Freezer now himself in a lot of trouble. He's gonna be able to take a little damage from NS. Poison going through, and he still gets a kill for that. NS taking at least something back, and that's not a worth it trade for the Queen of Pain to make. Not with that Sonic Wave missing. Why did that Sonic Wave miss? Oh, CRZ waiting on the high ground, looking for someone to take on. Hey, hello, Come With Me. Leshrac stun, hitting actually. He thought it was going to miss, so he backs out. In the meantime, it's going to be NS. It's going to be having to run away from Mania here as well as from Zizou, but they will not be overextending inside the dire jungle. It's too risky, as the BKB is ready upon Luna. As we have got the gold grab going towards 7,500 gold. We've got the experience grab over that value already. It's going towards the 10k. With Sony back on side this bottom lane, just continuing to farm. He's got 3 kills, but he also died 3 times. He needs to farm. In the meantime, he has something in the courier. What is it? It is the remainders of his diffusal blade, so we'll have that. But he needs it soon, because it looks like virtus.pro, with their Lunar Blessing at level 4, and of course also with the Nature's Prophet and the Shrek, their pushing lineup is complete, and they are ready for it. They have already pushed down every tier 1 tower there, and they now are looking for tier 2 towers. They still have the Aegis, so they can be a bit ballsy. Come with me has not got another Ravage for another 30 seconds. And there will be a tier 2 tower taking a lot of harassment here. Might actually go down, but they need their own creep wave, and that's taking a while to get there, as we have got the Gem of Fruit set up on the Dark Seer and the Sentry Ward there as well, just in case. Sony, he is hanging around there though. He's being very safe, fairly safe. Vacuum back in. Strike Carapace there, Sprout up on Mania, goes Vendetta, but that doesn't matter because there is a gem. The first one to go down is indeed Mania. Can they get more? There goes the Eclipse. Slowed down Luna though. Ice Path hits on him as well. Has come with me. Has got a Ravage again. 1 second. There it is. And now he can be thinking about going in here, but he can't really do anything just yet. He has to wait for Sony to get his HP back up. He has to wait for Queen of Pain to use her bottle. Of course, there's still an Ice Path and a Necropyre, but the tier 2 tower already dropped, and virtus.pro, they've had enough with that, and they will be backing out. They know that the Ravage is back up again, and they will just try to go for another day and try to defend their tier 1 tower top. And maybe trying to bait something out here, maybe, perhaps. Standing up the high ground, hoping for someone to come. Nope. Come with me is actually just farming there. He is almost got his buckler complete, so building towards a mechanism there. So we have the mechanism, of course, already up on the Dark Seer. Luna doesn't have anything more since the last time we saw her, as we have got her with the 2100 gold. There is a Shadow Demon that doesn't have that much yet, but hey, support, so not that much to ask for. Of course, the Diffusal Blade up on the Wiki, who is just continuing to farm. We see no other real big items up unless Freezer. Well, he picked up a Ultimate Orb, so wants to go for that Sheepstick. Needs to go for Sheepstick. Nova eating Freezer, actually forced to blink away, used his invisibility rune instantly. Not want to be caught out by that one. As we have the Bloodstone being built up by the Shrek, still able to do that. In the meantime, bottom lane gonna get pushed. Gonna have also CRZ coming here shortly again, as the tier 2 tower is gonna take some harassment without him first. They don't really need him though. With the Lunar Blessing, their right clicks should be enough to take it down very fast regardless. In the meantime, their tier 2 is going to get some harassment. Freezer being there. Nature's Prophet trying to push it back slightly. There is also still a fortification on the Dire side. And added to that, there's also a fortification on the Radiant side, so they might try to use that virtus.pro. Since they're not getting stopped, they're just going to go for the tier 3. Impale going to hit only increase. Losing Beam going through. Here comes the TP. They do have the Ravage. They just need to get a good run. They need to get in properly. The only downside is when you have that Titan drop the high ground, it is an obvious sign if he starts running forward that he is going to be going for that Ravage. Shadow Strike hits on Airman. Losing Beam still on Freezer. Tier 3 tower already down to almost to a bit lower than 500 HP. Gush going through left and right. CRZ going to be taking a gush. Going to be not too sad about it. virtus.pro going to stick around here. They still have the Aegis, and it will be disappearing very shortly. In half a minute it will disappear. And I don't want to be having that. Airman can take... Oh, actually, I can't count. Aegis already gone on Airman right now, just now. Blink in, Shadow Strike. Freezer! Why did you blink in? Vacuum not there. Jakiro still died as well as the Queen of Pain. Now Eclipse being used for that one. 3 heroes dead. Ricky going down there as well. That was just lightning fast. They went in no coordination. Tidehunter not able to get off his Ravage, and now they will get their reward. And it is probably going to be either a kill of Mania if he doesn't back off in time, but it's going to be a tier 3 tower regardless, and maybe even Barracks. In the meantime, yeah, there goes Nick's Assassin, and the COC able to pick him up by himself. And Gush still hits with Come With Me, last one alive with his team, as well, actually, the Jakiro already back up again. That's one of the upsides of being level 7. But the Barracks will still drop. They cannot do anything against it. Yes, they have a Ravage, but they need a bit more damage to go through with that. Vacuum Disruption. Ice Pat's going to hit on CRZ. There's going to be Dual Breath as well. Zizu trying to get himself out of that one. Will they try and chase it down? Nah, they won't. Won't they? Come with me. Maybe looking for something to pick up. Absolute Legends, they're back all alive again. And there's the Ravage, hits on 2. They're going for Airman. Airman Ice Path, Sonic Wave still going 2 on 2. Is it going to be enough? Airman drops. Necropyre in the midst of this also. Impale hitting on Santa and CRZ. Santa's already down. CRZ going to be the next one. Also drops. And Ness trying to stay alive. Not going to be able to do so in the last one. Alive on virtus.pro. Force them up into the high ground. Beat down though. Ice Path still missing. Buyback from CRZ. KSI just running for his life right now and will be successful at that, but he's the only one left alive. But hey, they're happy to give away their lives to get one set of racks down in their favor. At the same time, the creeps were able to take down the tier 1 tower top, so that's some extra gold going the way of Absolute Legends. And of course that team fight from Absolute Legends that only happened because virtus.pro was backing off. Because they let it happen, because they were slightly overextending. Bloodstone completed up on the Leshrac still with that gold, and he even bought back, I believe. Yep, bought back and bought a Bloodstone just because he could. And with that fight, let's see what else items we are going to have up. Nature's Prophet, he finished himself up a Medallion of Courage, already the 4th staff of that we saw. Midas we already saw as well. We've got the Butterfly start up on Luna with the Eagle Thorn being there. Still got 1400 gold. Hiccup, sorry. Shadow Demon building himself towards a 4 stuff, just needs the recipe unless it's on the courier. Nope, it's just sentry wards, because they did lose their gem in that encounter, which is of course pretty painful. But it will be, well, good news for Sony. He's able to continue his farm a bit more securely now that he is knowing that there is no gem on the side of virtus.pro. Mania has the gem though, which is quite surprising because he's a fairly squishy hero. He's died 6 times, has been in 7 out of the 13 kills so far. If he drops, that gem will be lost. He's of course roaming around now while being invisible, so having some extra chance at survival, I guess. But he should still be very careful with not dropping the gem and not giving it away, so that virtus.pro can again gank Sony freely. And Luna now finally able to take the ancient stack here that was there. More experience and gold for her. Shadow Demon also getting that. And they actually placed a sentry ward just in case Ricky would be there, but that's not going to be happening. 3 sentry wards left on the Shadow Demon, and they will be able to get Roshan again in 1 minute, if of course Absolute Legends allows it. Because they will have the timer for that as well, and they should be having a Ravage around that time. Yes, they will. So we might see a fight going for the Roshan, for the Aegis. Gonna be a big factor in the next push, of course. If virtus.pro has it, again, they will not be able to, when they're not be needing to back down, if they know that they're, that they have that Aegis, have that margin of error. At the same time, for Absolute Legends, if they have the Aegis, virtus.pro will probably not push in just yet, and even though Absolute Legends might not be having that position yet to push in all that much, they will at least have the position to farm a bit more freely, perhaps. Wow, will come with me building towards the Blink Dagger by the looks of it. It's already got that mechanism, of course, up. It's got 1k gold, and now indeed Roshan gonna go down, and virtus.pro is ready for it. Exclamation marks comes out. Zizou knows that there's something going on there, or at least gonna place a word. He doesn't see anything. Because they were already there, obviously. Sentry ward still being placed, and I see the sentry ward up on the high ground. There's also a creep scouting out. They now know it, and there's gonna be the creep taking care of the ward. Sentry ward. Ooh, Centaur wanted to go for a stun. Not gonna be able to do it. Just gonna go for the ward. And this is gonna stay there just for visuals. But they're not going to take this. They're not all there. Queen of Pain being too low on mana to do anything. As the creep wave on the bottom lane is just pushing in. They have to continuously push this out. And Luna picks up the Aegis. Again having that one. And Butterfly complete. And that is going to be again virtus.pro looking for the push. And they can do this too. There's not really any anything that Absolute Legends can do to stop them. Well, they can try and Ravage and go for a good team fight, but at the same time there's a BKB on Luna, so she will not be getting hit by that Ravage. And we saw just before this, Come With Me being very hesitant about that Ravage, and he doesn't have a Blink Dagger, so can't get the positioning right. So virtus.pro will know when he tries to do it, and it is going to be a tough position for Absolute Legends to be in, as they already have Sony now forced back from the top lane. He does of course have a TP scroll, and he will probably soon need to use it as well. BKB up on the Queen of Pain also in the meantime, as a BKB also almost up on Ricky. And they're just going back to wait for their creep wave again, as they're just doing some free damage to this tower. Nothing baited out just yet, just some counter harassment being done. Lightning going through. Disruption there, Impale hitting nothing. And of course the disruption there for the extra illusions of the Luna. We're able to push the tower. Look at this, bouncing blades also through the buildings. And they're going to be able to do this Edict as well. That's a tier 3 tower being picked up. And soon Airman, he just wants to go for these barracks. Here comes Sony though. Blink strike in, BKB activated, Eclipse as well. And it will be Sony also BKB activated. But he cannot stay alive long enough. He will also get picked up, and he went all in on that BKB, so he cannot buy back. We're gonna see Zizou gonna get dropped as well. The barracks in the meantime taking tons of damage. Will probably drop 4-staff aggressively forward from Mania. Still gets an Impale up and goes down. That was the 4-staff of KSI. Sonic Wave hits on nothing. There's the Ravage finally. But Come With Me only able to pick up KSI before he goes down himself. Or is he gonna go down himself? Yes, he is. Buyback coming from KSI. Will be able to TP here shortly as Freezer blinking himself away with that BKB on. Here comes KSI again. Gonna get a Shadow Strike. Come With Me also back again. He will be forcing staffing himself away at the barracks. The mid already dropped. Leshrac missing because of that Lucent Beam. But they will still be able to pick up all the buildings here, even without the gem, even though they should have the gem again now that Mania died there in the midst of all of this. Maybe they just destroyed the gem, could be the case. Surge forward from Santa. And they are just not going to be able to do anything anymore apart from forcing them back. But that's 2 sets of racks being gone. Ice Fast still hits on CRZ. Can they still get him? There goes the Surge away. Impale still hits though. Nature's Prophet Ultimate bounding through. Come with me. Taking a lot of damage from Airman on the side. And he is able to pick up the kill. It's actually an S that does that. Mania, Sentryworth, they know where he is. They are going to go for an S. Sony wants to go for him. They're going for the supports while the rest of his team is going to get dropped. It is Airman that's still going to be able to pick off the Jakiro. And it's going to be Sony that has to be careful. There's a Sentryworth there though. They know where he is. Soul Catcher hits. BKB activated. Blink Strike still and he gets the kill. But he has to get away fast out of range of that ward. Not able to, or able to do so. Leshrac stun missing also Blink Strike just in time. They find Freezer though. Freezer who just blinked himself in. Needs to 1 second before he can blink himself away again. Will not be able to give the time because he will die. And virtus.pro, they're just able to stand here still. I mean, they only lost 3 heroes in that encounter, and one bot back was able to TP back instantly, as Airman is just going to take care of the last tier 2 tower here. And safely so. Without anybody contesting him for it. As the Leshrac has got 7 charges up on his Bloodstone. With all those skills happening next, so if he dies, he will be back very fast. Ultimate Orb up on the Nature's Prophet. As it looks like during that last team fight, I did drop some frames, unfortunately. I will try to fix that after this game. For the next game, that's going to be Na'Vi versus we as Asian. Lucent Beam going through. Titan 2. Gonna be the target. He has to be forced back again. 17 seconds until we have a Ravage. He cannot afford to die right now because he already used his buyback. I have the buyback status up. He does not have it, even if he did have the cooldown up, which he doesn't. Sony looking for some pickups. Might be able to find CRZ, but he has that haste rune, and Ness is gonna be also there, of course, with his 4-step. There's, of course, that sentry ward there, so they know if he comes around. Here comes Sony. The Gem of True setup is on CRZ in the meantime. Here comes an Impale as well, helping out. CRZ gonna be giving the gem away. Nature's Prophet TPing in too late. So decides not to do that. Santa getting himself away as well. In the meantime, it is Airman that takes the opportunity of push the tier 3 tower somewhat. Gets a gush, but doesn't matter too much. 160 HP left on the tower. And just to say, camera acceleration is up to the minimum already. As the disruption goes off to Airman, but he doesn't care. He pops his BKB and Eclipse is going forward. Ice Path doesn't hit anything. It drops. Jakiro drops. Mania drops. And it will be KSI that forces himself to load round to get away from this Sony here, as an Impale still hits on 2. But is it going to be enough? Disruption again to try and save his life. Santa gets forced out in safety as well. Might still go down though. Santa is indeed the one to drop. Mania will be the one to drop as well. However, Sonic Wave over the top. KSI is going to be putting himself in a sprout together with Sony, which is not really what he was having in mind. As he is going to be, he's going to be having his team calling GG anyway. It's Absolute Legends that calls the GG. virtus.pro is victorious, so virtus.pro now guaranteed to make an appearance in the offline finals in Kiev. And they will be going there together with, of course, Na'Vi. The other 2 teams not guaranteed just yet. Will depend on tomorrow, as we're going to have another game after this one. Na'Vi versus we as Asian. It's going to be for StarLadder Season 4. Apologizes for the lag. I will be trying to fix it for the next game. And hopefully it will then also be fixed. But we'll wait for the end screen to have that. And that is that. Ooh, I'm just going to do that. That's this. There we go. Gem of Truth is still dropping. Disruption, yeah. We're just gonna wait until the storm goes down. And in the meantime, I'm already gonna try to fix what is something that is obviously wrong here, which shouldn't be wrong here, because I actually did a full reset of everything this afternoon. Maybe that's the no, that can't be the cause. We'll find out shortly though what it is, if it is me or if it is Twitch. I will be finding out in a moment. So let's still do this because it can.